Yeah, they just started same time. Hey, Shalom Akim. Before we get started, we'd like to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to you Akim out there doing the work of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, in true faith and in sincerity.
That's right.
So hey man, giving all homage to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, man, in the spirit, you know, that he put on the brotherhood amongst the body. Because the spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah is deep at work right now, man. You know, in the crevices, in the cuts, in the shadows, man, and out in the open, all through and through, man. You see America, the spirit of this place declining. That's the spirit of the Most High, man, abounding upon this wicked ass society. You see brethren coming together, you know what I'm saying? Making it do what it's supposed to do according to the word of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. That's the spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah coming together, man. We're doing this thing. Brothers putting these lessons out back to back to back to back. That's the spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah at work, man, bringing Babylon to its goddamn knees.
That's right.
You know, and ultimately to its demise, man. What we say last week, week before last, I think that was last week, America is in hospice.
Yep,
and that's due to the spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. This place is in hospice, man. I mean, it's on this last leg. America's on its way out, man. And you still got all people, 2/3 of the house of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, so-called, y'all still believing in this white boy. You still believing in this society, man.
Right.
You know, I had to go to court for a bullshit ass ticket, and I'm just looking at this place, man, you know, looking at the judge, so-called judge, which he's actually a clerk of the court.
Right.
He's not actually a judge.
Right. He's an accountant.
Because I pleaded not guilty, so he had to set me a court date up with a real judge per se.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's all a joke. I look at it as a facade, man. It used to be a time you go to court, you be nervous and shit. You put on your best clothes or you know, wanna come a certain way.
Right.
But man, all this shit is a facade, man. Their power is gone. I see them for what they are. So I don't give a fuck about the judge. You know, I ain't gonna go in there disrespectful, but you know, they used to getting people, all people, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in there and railroading you through the system. You know, they want you to either plead guilty or go ahead and pay the fine. They got it fixed to where you don't even have to go to court if you pay the fine. You don't have to appear. You see? Because they want to railroad you through the system so they can get that money. Well, shit, man, I'm pleading not guilty. Whether I did it or not, I'm not guilty.
Right.
Because you white boys are guilty. Y'all, this whole society that you set up is guilty. This is a guilty society. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, just to put this out there, they got me for no insurance, but hey, I'm not guilty for the simple fact there's no option. What I'm gonna do? They don't have a city transportation out there. What I'm supposed to do? Walk 2 cities to do what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to sit at home. What am I supposed to do?
Right.
So you see what I'm saying? They set up a system in place for us to fail. And that's just a microcosm of the entire shit. But overall, this system is set up for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to fail. You are playing in a rigged system.
Right.
And they want you to fall on your ass. So yeah, don't never motherfucking plead guilty to any, don't never plead guilty to any of this shit, man.
Right.
Yeah, so you gotta go back to court, so what? You know what I'm saying? That's what they be counting on, Jake, just to
ignorance.
Be lazy and be like, fuck it, man.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna just pay it and get it over with.
Out of that fear.
You know what I'm saying? And fear.
Right.
Yeah, they play to your fear.
Right.
You know? Remember they said on that video, they got niggas through the power of Mars and Saturn, which Esau pays homage to Mars and Saturn, which Mars go to the police, the military of this system.
Right.
And Saturn, well, Saturn is the police, Mars is the military. This is how they set up their structure. But yeah, they got you set up in the matrix of fear. But what you had, brother? Get into these scriptures.
Done. It's Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. It says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees."
Woe unto them the rulers of this society, the keepers of this house. As Job 9:24 states, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So woe unto them, woe unto the wicked, who decree unrighteous decrees. You think you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans have the power to decree decrees?
Right.
Here in this society? You don't have any power. That's going to the powers that be. Woe meaning death and destruction. Ruin, demise be upon you for decreeing unrighteous decrees. You set up a system in which we don't have, like I said, we have no option. You see what I'm saying? We don't have, just like with Obamacare. Now they want to force you into getting health care.
Right.
Then if you don't, you get hit with them taxes. You see? This is a bullshit society, a bullshit system. This is why this system must go down. This is why Babylon must fall. Yeah.
Gun. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
Grievances. See, upon you Negroes, Latinos, and you Native Americans, this white boy system is grievous. That's why our Lord and Savior said, take my yoke upon you.
Right.
For my burden is easy, or my burden is light. Well, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. As in compared to this white boy.
Right.
He's gonna rule over you without any discretion. With no breaks, man, with no, he's not gonna let up. Pressure from above, pressure from beneath. But going back to the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, that same pressure is now being put on them.
That's right.
That same system of oppression that they put upon us, the tables are being turned. Now they're feeling the oppression. They're feeling that turmoil. As the book of Job, the 20th chapter states, they shall be in straits. When he is about to fill his belly, he's going to be in straits. He's in those straits. Just like with, I was watching the last algorithm that the elder brother Ariala put out, and they bringing up this guy Blackstone, he was bringing out how the information came out with the Air Force raid in Duma, that it wasn't no chemical attack. That was the pretext for them to have that air raid under President.
What do you do?
See, yeah, it's the devil, little devil. What do you do? See,
He's back throwing up little signs.
Oh, yeah.
See, they love doing that old bullshit. That's why we always, especially this brother, always cursing Esau out, because he like to do shit behind your back.
Exactly.
He like to come up like a snake. They don't never come up like a man.
Right. He's standing
Over there, he wasn't saying the goddamn thing.
Right.
Exactly. You see? That's why this white boy must be taken out of rulership. But back to the elder brother's video, what he was showing was that whole pretext of what America went over there and had an air raid in Syria was on false pretenses. It was all based on a lie. And that's how America does things, man. But y'all still believe this is some upright, upstanding, forthright system. And it's not, man. You see faggots roaming around, homosexuals in their power. Babylon gives homosexuals power to talk shit unto you. They're protected by law.
Yeah, that's
So when you see that, you understand that this system is due for a fall. Women walking around having a false sense of power, a false sense of security. You see, all that's going to be turned upside down when society is in ruin. Go ahead, Ike.
Gun. This is back in Isaiah 10:1. Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees.
That's right.
And that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
See, that's the key word. Grievances which they have prescribed. So this was pre-thought, premeditated, pre-thought out. And then they prescribed it, and they'll have it in the cuts. And see, what they'll do is problem, reaction, solution. So they'll have these scenarios play out, having the solution already prescribed, and they'll wait for your reaction. Look, we need this, we need that, we need more police, we need more of this, and then they'll hit you with these oppressive laws. They'll hit you with that. which they already had prescribed, which to take away more of your liberties. This is why you can't do a goddamn thing. Up there in Chicago, you know, citizens living in terror because the thug niggas got all the guns. You know, the upstanding citizens, the ones that try to abide by the law, they not allowed, lawfully, you're not allowed, or legally, you're not allowed to have firearms in Chicago. So why is it that they're the number one for shootings, you know, for like 2 or 3 years ago? Because the criminals got all the guns.
Right.
But see, they're taking more and more of your rights away, more and more of your liberties. Go ahead, brother.
It's Isaiah 10:2. It says, to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless.
So the Heavenly Father is letting you know here who the needy are. He said the poor of my people.
Right.
That ain't inclusive to all nations around the world. That's in particular to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Yeah, America is going down. Enjoy your ball game. This might be the Astros last season.
Oh, wow.
Enjoy it. Enjoy it, man. We hoping. We hoping and praying. Yeah, they don't have it, man.
Right. They,
you know?
they have the same mock response to anything in what you say, you know? You know? Because they're empty, man. They don't have the light of Yahweh Shemi Awashai. That's another thing. That's another thing in which is being taken out of this place to show how the downfall of America is occurring. You know? Edomites are not as powerful as they used to be, man. You know? They used to walk around arrogant as fuck, you know, spit in your face, step on your shoes, you know, push you out of the way. But they starting to see that energy, that spirit being zapped from him. I got a quick precept too.
Yeah, brother. You know, we got to get Job 18.
Oh, okay, 18? Okay,
Esau
good.
stressed out, man. As a nation,
Right.
Esau starting to get stressed, man.
Right. And it's about time because he hasn't known it. What does the scripture say? These two things shall come upon thee in 1 hour, sorrow and distress. I think that's what it says. I'll look it up. This is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. It says, and the Lord, thy power, Yahweh Shemi Awashai, will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So yeah, hey, these same judges, officials, Edomites that write these grievous laws, all that persecution is now coming back to these damn Edomites, man, and they can't take it. That's another reason why, hey, a lot of them kill themselves. You know, the opioids here in America, all these Edomites, man, they live off of opioids. Okay, cocaine, speed, heroin, all the rest of that stuff. But see, the thing about it is, and I did a show earlier today, that wine which he used to drink, you know, his sorcery, you know, him tapping into that satanic power, it doesn't have that same power anymore.
Losing his strength.
You know what I mean? He used to be able to drink, you know, that wine of Esau or spiritual Satan, you know, and power up, you know, and devise all type of witchcraft and mischief and sorcery. But now, that wine has become bitter, you know? So the Lord's making it to where all these curses that fell upon us are now coming on him, you know? And he has no, what's the word? He has no comfort. He has no options, no alternatives to that distress. You can't take a Xanax to get over the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Awashai destroying Babylon. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
You can try to, you know, smoke herb and all the rest of that kind of stuff, man. But the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Awashai is on America's ass.
That's right.
Verse 7, it says, and the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So going to show you, like what the brother was saying about those grievous laws, you know? Nobody cares about the so-called white man writing grievous laws, you know, to where you get all your paycheck taken out before you even get your own check, you know, or any of this child support, or any of the grievousness that the so-called white man writes, man. No one cares about those things because they were persecuting our people and still do. And they do it with a smile, you know, they do it with a vigor. But see, that's the same smile and vigor we're gonna have as all of these curses befall these goddamn Edomites. See, because the Lord made us completely different than the rest of these other nations, man. You know, even though our punishment was grievous and we still going through it, the Lord made a different spirit between us and these Edomites. Scripture says one was gonna be stronger than the other. So even though we in this captivity, Esau is kicking our ass, we're still able through the spirit of the comforter, okay, be able to withstand all this persecution. But Esau ain't gonna be able to do that. He don't have no comfort. Yeah. Hey, what the Lord say? Hey, we would have healed Babylon, but she can't be healed.
She's not healed.
You can't take balm for this. That's what I was trying to get to. You can't take balm for Yahweh Shemi Awashai putting his foot in America's ass. You wanted Job 18?
Yeah, we can get that. That
Okay.
was it on. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Done. I mean,
right,
that's
man.
the point. Yeah.
You see these white boys going through it, man. Like the brother mentioned, the suicides and this, all this and that. And, you know, it's nothing new with these white boys taking drugs, but now they're taking it to the extent that it's killing them. Because they're trying to escape something. They're
Right.
trying to get away from something.
Yeah, done.
You know, which they not going, and then even in the kingdom it's going to be even worse. But like the brother said, they can't deal with it. So what do they resort to? Suicide. Well, that's why we're going to have the spiritual powers to revive them, put the spirit back in their body.
Yeah.
Done.
If they twist their neck or something, they're just going to be in the kingdom with a twisted ass neck. So we're going to put their spirit right back in their body.
That's right. That's right.
Get your ass back out there and
Yeah,
work.
go on
with
back
that
out there and
twisted
get in that field.
neck. Yeah, my sister drive buses out there in Las Vegas. Now she had to move out there to the flood. She had called me. She said Edomite jumped in front of her bus and killed herself.
Wow.
You're going to see more of that. So if you couldn't hear the brother, he gave a testimony how he got a sister that drive buses, and she said she was telling him how a cracker just jumped in front of the bus.
Yep.
He couldn't take Babylon no more, man. And you see a lot of these crackers, man,
He
lose
tried to
it.
kill himself a week before and wasn't successful.
Yeah.
He was successful this time.
They can't deal with it. They can't deal with it. So just imagine, man, if they had to deal with what we as a nation had to go through.
Right.
So we had to deal with this.
Done. Right. Still dealing with it.
Most
Yeah.
High didn't give us a spirit of suicide. We don't have that spirit on us, although, you know, it's always exceptions to a rule. But, you know, for the most part, we just tough it out, man. You know, a lot of Jake's scared to death, you know, so Jake ain't into killing themselves. But you Edomites, you so-called white people, y'all believe in suicide, don't you? Y'all love some goddamn suicide.
Yeah, because they hate themselves. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's why they blonde their hair, they go tanning, you know, they mutilate their body, you know, all types of tattoos and piercings and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like them big ass hula earrings like Ham. You know what I'm saying? Be having them door knockers underneath their nose and shit. You know? You Edomites hate yourself, and y'all push that vibration on our people, man, to cause our people to hate themselves. That they're not good enough.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That they have to meet a criteria that's set up by the devil. When the criteria, how about Shemi Awashai, that's the standard in which we trying to live up to through the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Awashai.
God.
This is Job chapter 18. You want to start at 5?
Yeah, 5.
Gun says, yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine.
So